Hey guys, it's Leo, and it's time to talk about episode 31 of HUGTTO PRECURE. This episode for me was really surprising because, yeah, I was excited, but it really blew me away with how good it was. It was really intense, beautiful, touching, inspiring, and even the forms that I didn't like, now I am loving. Anyways, this episode focused a little bit on Hana, but it actually gave like everybody was able to participate and everybody was able to connect with what really was going on. So in this episode, we learned a little bit more about what happened to Hana before she transferred schools. And we learned that she was bullied while she was helping someone that was suffering from bullying. And the person that she was helping did not stand up for her like she stood up for that person. And I felt really sad because this is such a sad story, you know? I feel like bullying is so hard and it's so tough, especially with children. And we know Hana. We love Hana so much. And we know how high-spirited she always is. But when it comes to, seeing Hana in a situation like that, it really broke my heart. And so there was going to be an event, and the girl that Hana helped was going to participate in this event, and then they ended up crossing ways. And, I felt like it was so believable to see Hana acting like that and not really knowing what to do and not really knowing how to deal with the situation. Because how would you deal with something like that? Being Hana, I totally understand the other girl's feelings, Eddie. Eddie's feelings are totally understandable. But when it comes to Hana, it's really hard to actually try to understand how she would act. And the show did a very good job. Before that, we saw like a little glimpse of everything that happened in their free time, in their vacation. And it was really nice, seeing like those 3-4 last episodes like being summarized into little pictures and such and sweets. And, I think that those moments in Precure, they always exist. The Precure series, it has fillers, right? But at least in HUGTTO, they were so good. It was such a nice moment to spend with the girls, but it's nice to have like the main story back on track. And so I liked the way they called it back on it. And I don't know, I feel like after that, the episode, it really showed how beautiful HUGTTO can be. And so Eddie, Matt, Saya, and Homare, everybody noticed Hana. There was something off about Hana. And then Eddie met the girls and she told them what happened. And the girls, I really liked this. The girls, they went straight to Hana. And I even cried when they hugged her because it was so beautiful. Like, it's so nice seeing them as a family. And how much they care for each other and how much they support each other. And it's so nice that Hana has it now, because it's really hard to find those kind of things, It's really hard to find people that support you, that stand by you. And I've been going through it lately, and it's so hard. It's so good to have friends that are by your side when people like family are not. I'm sorry. But anyways, let me go back. Okay, it was so beautiful seeing that, and I really liked that moment in HUGTTO, and I really liked how powerful that resonated with me, because I know that I have people that I can count on, just like Hana has now, even though there are people that are kind of against me and against who I am, especially in my family, people close to me. But, I even forgot what I was talking about. I'm so sorry. But anyway, okay, so the girls, they helped Hana go through this situation, and I really liked, I don't know if it was Saya or Homare who told her, Like, if you don't want to see that girl, if you don't want to see her, if you don't want to meet with her, that's fine. We're going to support this decision. And because Eddie wanted to say sorry for what happened, but and Hannah was so conflicted. She didn't really know how things would be. But I feel like the girls, they stood by her, and they stood with her, together with her, and it was so beautiful when Lulu and Emiru started singing for Hannah, and Emiru even told her, like, it's our time too. Hooray, hooray for you. It was so nice. It was so nice. And I think that one of the things that really made me emotional about it is to see that every one of those girls, they found a family. They found a family. They were able to find a family in this group. They were able to find like people that they can count on. And that's so nice. It's so nice to have people like that in your life. It's so special. We need to treasure each other like that when you see that. Especially to the LGBT community. Treasure your friends. Treasure people that are like you, that support you. Even if a person is not really from the community, but if that person supports you unconditionally, we should really praise that and value that, because it's so hard. It's so hard. But anyway, another thing that was nice about this episode was the dynamic between the two guys that are the Jello's subordinates. They got that power, and they started using that power, and well, I thought that they were going to use it to try to impress Jello so that she would not want to fire them, but actually they wanted to surpass her. And that feels like it's a callback to the Japanese way of working and the competitive scene in the Japanese industries and such, and in the work environment in Japan. It seems to be really competitive. I mean, I think it's like that everywhere, but in Japan it seems to be really tough, really tough. And so when they started attacking everyone and started attacking the girls, I actually thought that Jello's was the one behind that. I thought that Jello's was going to be behind that, and she kind of was, because to me it seems that she stored that power so that her minions would get that and they would use that. And so that's what they did, and then she appeared last minute and she told them to destroy the cures and such, but they wanted her to help them. And it was kind of hard to see that. Like, they were in pain, they were suffering, they were, having a hard time. But it was really hard to see that. I mean, Jealous, she didn't even feel anything. I was expecting her to be a little like, oh my God, what's really going on with you? Like, let me try to help you somehow. But she didn't. And she just wanted them to defeat the cures. And here's another thing that I found it was kind of strange. When the cures started fighting them, they were not fighting a usual Oshimaida. They were not fighting a usual monster. They were fighting something that's supposed to be a little stronger. And in those last episodes, they were having a hard time against Oshimaidas. And in this episode, they simply destroyed him. Him or them, I'm going to call it them. She simply the cures, they destroyed them completely. And when I saw that, I was a little shocked, because not shocked, but I think that it doesn't really make sense to what the series was building so far when it comes to fights. Because, they were fighting, they were trying to fight them, they were trying to fight the cures, but the cures simply overwhelmed them. Like, it was so easy for them. And after they stomped them, I'm so confused. After they stomped them, I think that the way that they built this power up was really beautiful. And I must say this, I was expecting them to be like having a hard time in the fight, and then they would summon it somehow, but no, they summoned it using the power of their own friendship. And that was so beautiful, you know, each girl saying how the group changed her life, how the group changed who she is, and how the group changed the way she sees herself and friendship, you know. And that was so beautiful, and it's so precious. It was really beautiful and precious. And when I did my video on the visuals, it was really, I was really disappointed when I saw them on the magazines, when I saw the leaks. But after seeing it in the series itself, it was so impressive. They were so beautiful. They looked really stunning, and you know, seeing it animated, I still think that the designs are not really good, but the way they're drawn and the way they're colored, it's so colorful and it looks powerful. You know, the things in their head, it's colorful, it's like rainbowish, and it's so beautiful, and it looked like it was something a goddess would wear. And it looked beautiful, and the transformation scene, stunning. And you know, the transformation, it hides the imperfections in their costumes, in some of their costumes. Like Amour's dress, I didn't even notice Amour's dress, even though it's a disaster. I can say the same about Etoile's costume. You know, I can say the same. I can totally say the same. And Etoile's hair is so beautiful. It was stunning. And the power, the attack itself, amazing. It was beautiful. It looked powerful. All of the girls stored their energy. I loved the animation. I loved how they were like going like round and round to store energy, and the way they all impacted in the end. I thought that Yell was going to be the only one, but she was not. And I was so glad that everyone attacked together. And it was really beautiful. I really liked that. And so the cheerful style for me is a good power-up. I have changed my opinion after watching the episode. The cheerful style is beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. And so, I think that's all I wanted to say. I think that after the Cures defeated both of the guys, it was nice, you know, seeing them, you know, putting the coat over Jello's. It feels like they have something, they feel something towards her. It's not only a work relationship, but they have their moments, you know. They have their own feelings and their own connections. And so I really enjoyed it, and I think this episode was really beautiful, and it really got me emotional. And I just want to say I'm so sorry. I really hate crying. Especially, I never did it in front of a camera before, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's kind of ridiculous, I know, but you know, it just came over me, and I just didn't want to pause and just start over. Anyways, guys, that was it. Episode 32 is going to be centered on Homare. It's going to be a fairy tale, and she's going to become a mermaid. What is going on with HUGTTO? And I'm excited because I think that the visuals in that next episode are going to be intense and are going to be interesting. And we're also going to have a little bit more on the Homare and Harry ship. Is it your ship? It's not my favorite, but I think that they're a good couple. I think they're a good couple. Anyways, guys, that was it. Please leave a comment with your opinions on episode 31. Let's keep our talk in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.